Hi, it's Cynthia and I am always haunted. Today I'm going to talk to you about the cloaked figure. I don't know if I want to say I got to, because it's pretty terrifying, but I guess I got to. I guess it's a privilege maybe to see the cloaked figure. I was approximately, I want to say 10, maybe 11 when this occurred. It was around Christmas time in the house I grew up in, and I've come equipped with pictures. This is our old house, and it's over by Samstown in that area, Tropicana and Mountain Vista area. We moved in there had to have been 80, because we had pictures from 1980 in the house. Anyway, so that was the house. Alright, so one night, my sister's little friend was sleeping over. She had adenoids, so she snored really loud, super loud. So I went out to the living room to my mom, and it was probably around 1 o'clock in the morning, and she was watching TV waiting for my dad to come home, and I lay down on the couch and she said, "If you're still awake when your dad gets home, then you're going back to bed. But if you're asleep, we'll leave you there." And I was like, okay. Here's a creepy picture of our Christmas tree. I'm pretty sure that's smoke from my mom's cigarette, but it might not be. I don't know, and my mom doesn't remember. But that isn't where the Christmas tree was on this particular evening. I came out. I'm laying on that couch. It's a love seat. Let's get a good shot of it. All right. So that's my mom pregnant with my baby brother. So this is circa 1986 when this picture was taken. And I think that had to have been around the time that this happened. So there's that. I believe that is the actual couch I was sleeping on. Next to that couch is the hallway. So, couch, hallway. That's my dad, and that's my mom. And there's a portrait of my mom. So, that's the layout. My mom was watching movies. I'm laying there, I'm dozing in and out, and my dad comes home approximately 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I pretended to be asleep. They went down the hallway into my dad's room. That's their room at the end of the hallway. And I heard his belt buckle come off. I heard his boots unzip. The TV was on. And then a few moments later, the door opened and I heard slippers slipping down the hallway. Now the hallway has always been carpeted, as you can see. So it sounded like this. Very human. Sounded very human. So from the couch perspective where I was, I could see into the kitchen. I could see, when you come down the hallway, you come around this and you're in the kitchen. And it's very hard to explain. So that's the look inside the kitchen. Here's another perspective from inside the kitchen. Now here in this corner, we keep the butcher knives, and that's the sink behind my mom and my little sister. So whatever it was went in there and stood by the sink. Now, I heard it go into the kitchen. I heard it slip slide over to the sink, and then it stopped. And it just stood there doing whatever it was doing. And I took a chance. I believed it was my dad. It was the only logical explanation. I was not thinking ghosts. I was not thinking anything. I was only like 10 years old. And it was the early 80s, so we did not have the internet and things like that. So I was not thinking cloaked figure and ghosts and all that. And it's quiet. So I peeked around to see what my dad was doing. Like, is he making a cup of coffee? What is he doing? And it was not him. It was not him. This is what I saw at the sink. I'm still believing it's my dad in his robe. He had a brown robe. And that was just still really weird. That's still weird that he was standing at the sink. So I waited, and I didn't want him to know that I was awake because then he would send me to bed. So I was very quiet. He slided around the kitchen. So through the kitchen opens up right there, and it came over to the tree. And that is when I realized what it was. There was no name for it at the time. It was just a cloaked figure. I could see it. I could see that it was a cloak, and there was no face. So what did I do? I pulled the blankets up over my head, and I tried to scream. There was no scream coming out of me. I don't know if I passed out. I don't know what happened, how it went away. All I know is, bah! So the next morning, when my mom woke up, I was waiting for her to get up, and I asked her, I didn't want to tip her off. I wanted to see what she would say. I said, why did Dad come out into the kitchen? And she said, he never came out to the kitchen. And I said, he did come out in the kitchen, and he came over by the Christmas tree and started coming towards me. And she's like, what are you talking about? No, he never left the room. I was like, okay. And she's like, what happened? And I said, well, I saw Dad. I heard him come down the hallway, and I saw him in the kitchen, and then it came over to the Christmas tree and started coming towards me, and it wasn't Dad. And she was like, I did feel the presence of my mother last night. And I said, it was not Nana. It was not her. I was terrified. It was very scary, and it was not Nana, and it was not Dad. And she's like, are you sure? And I said, I was scared. Nana would not have scared me. And she's like, okay. Well, my dad came out. He woke up. And I asked him, because I didn't believe my mom, parents think it's funny to play jokes on little children. So I asked him, Dad, why'd you come out and make some tea? And he said, what? I didn't come out. I went to bed. I was like, well, I saw you. You were making tea. I was on the couch. And he's like, why would I get up and make tea in the middle of the night? I don't know. He's like, nah, you must have been sleeping. All right. By the way, I do the worst Irish brogue ever. My dad has a really thick Kerry accent, and I can't replicate it. So they're both claiming it was not them, and it was not them. They were not doing that. They were not scaring me, and hence I crocheted myself a big black cloak. I was much older. I was much older, and I had the internet, or maybe it was cable TV, but somebody mentioned the cloaked figure, and I almost had a heart attack because I didn't know what it was. But yeah, it was the cloaked figure. It's daytime. There are people outside. This hood doesn't stay on for anything unless I cover my face. You'd probably enjoy that more. That was that. It was terrifying. And I would like to go through that again. Oh. That is my cloaked figure story. I have a similar story, and it wasn't the cloaked figure though, it was something worse. But I'll tell you that on another day. Yes. And also, if you're like coming from Britty44, hashtag Britty44, hashtag Britherins, hey! Hashtag GAC, known as Brittany. I love her so much. She's so adorable and very scary. So if you haven't seen her channel, check her out. She had almost the identical experience with the Christmas tree and having to sleep out on the couch for some unknown reason. I don't remember why. I think she just couldn't sleep, so she went on the couch. I don't know. But Christmas tree, cloaked figure, couch. So I don't know what it is with the Christmas tree. They like Christmas tree and couches or something. Maybe I should put a Christmas tree and a couch in here to lure it in here. Maybe. Maybe. Well, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful everything. And perhaps I will see you on another day. Bye.